Hello and welcome back to Yay Basketball, the basketball game show. Monday, March 6th, 2023, recording live from the Yay studio. I'm your host and producer, Michael Padilla. Along with me today, I have one, Bob Aldrich.
Hello, Michael.
Hey. As well as one, Justin Moore.
Hi.
And apparently... a freshly cleared throat over there.
Yeah, that was me. Allergies, kind of getting me over there. Glad to be back.
Thanks for joining us, everybody. We do appreciate it. Got a good one in store for you. Another good one in store for you, I should say. Thanks so much for listening, everybody. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, rate 5 stars. Are you good over there?
I'm gravy. Got a drink of water over here. I'm back in it.
We're off to a great start. Rate 5 stars, share with friends, and follow us at Yay_basketball on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram.
Add me on the ground.
Last week, we made one of my favorite episodes ever. We played a new game called Swish or Miss, a rapid-fire 5-second violation, and the scouting report. As I said, it was a really great episode, so be sure to check that one out if you have not already. Now, this is the basketball game show after all, so before we dive into our first game of the day, Justin, can we get an update on the scoreboard and a recap of our picks from last week, which had some ramifications to it?
It did have some ramifications. So, I guess we should talk about the elephant in the room. Michael went for a big comeback story. You doubled up. You really came back. You scored 5,400 points and a big second place thanks to Jason Tatum scoring 41 points.
Yes.
I had Damian Lillard's over at 35.5. He also scored 41 points, put me at 5,500 points. We did have a little bit of a change. Anthony Davis didn't play, so Trey took Dame's under, so that obviously didn't work out for you, Trey. But you have 3,400 points. You were in third place, which means Bob has gone from King Bob to, I don't know, Peasant Bob. I don't know, last
full-blown
place.
peasant. Yeah.
He put up a big 2,000-point bet for no reason at all.
Because I had to pick first, right?
No. I picked first.
Oh, you picked first?
Yeah, but
I was
also...
like, wait, why did I...
Good try.
I know, I thought about it later. I was like, why did I put 2,000 on that?
I don't know,
was
but
like,
you took Jalen Brunson's under at 27.5. He had 39.
he had
And
30 at the half.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Pretty sure he had.
He had 30 at half. I was like, God.
Because all you have to do is try not to lose. That's,
I don't know. That Bob at that time definitely thought that math made sense. So
That
Got a little
that's all I
comfy
got to
over
say
there.
about that.
Before we move on to your punishment, why don't you hand over the goods to him there? The trophy
Thank you.
and the crown.
Thank you. Thank you.
There we are, sir. And I will.
Thank you for taking
don
care of
this.
this. Thank you.
Crown him.
Nice.
There he is.
It's not going to stay on your head, but
It's
heard.
not. It's okay.
No, not at
It'll
all.
stay right there. It's good. It's good.
All right, so congratulations to Justin.
Thank
and now,
you.
Bob, why don't you go ahead and put your hand in the stein of pain to find out what your punishment will be for next week.
It's that hot
I want to play
sauce.
some like music or something, like something intense. while I do
How about this?
We can get some claves.
Dun, 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 dun.
Can we get a live band for all of our songs?
Just a 30-person string quartet.
All right, let's get to it.
And my punishment is the Puppet Master. Yes!
Don't say anything else.
Sock and roll, baby.
Absolutely. Okay, cool. Perfect. What are the odds? Yes. Only Bob and I know what this punishment is. This is going to be a lot of fun. Next week, it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right. So come back to look forward to that and come back next week for that surprise.
Yeah.
It's going to be a really fun time. Awesome, dude. I can't wait. Yes. What are the odds? All right, great. Well, let's get to the podcast now with everybody's favorite game.
What did he say?
Talking about practice, not a game.
That's right, it's What Did He Say? The rules for this game are very simple. I will play an audio clip of an NBA personality, player, coach, or analyst. It will be your job, Justin, Bob, and Trey, to work as a team to guess who or what that person is talking about. Each correct guess is worth 100 points. In the event of an incorrect guess, I receive the 100 points. 4 clips today. Are you ready to begin, team?
Woo!
Yes.
I am.
This is the answer.
This is the answer.
Reptiles. All right, let's get to it. Who is Stephen A. Smith talking about in this clip?
You're 23 years of age.
you signed a contract extension that kicks in that could exceed $231 million over the next 5 years.
Who is Stephen A. Smith talking about in that one?
Man, this is gonna be good.
Oh, yeah,
I've been waiting to talk about all this.
We have to.
This is great.
We're talking about Ja Morant.
Yeah. This is it.
For 100%.
Yeah.
This is the answer.
This is the answer. This is the answer.
Let's see.
Ja Morant is a superstar.
Yes, of course. It's the story of the week. The Memphis Grizzlies have suspended Ja Morant for 2 games after an Instagram Live in which Morant was seen flashing a gun following a loss to the Denver Nuggets. This is the latest in a string of concerning incidents involving the superstar guard. There is now no timetable for Ja's return, and Colorado police are investigating the situation. What is your take on this whole deal? What should the Grizzlies do? What should the league do? And what does this mean for the Grizzlies' future? Being our resident Grizzlies fan, I'm actually going to start here.
Okay.
So we were at that game, which we're going to talk about a little bit later. Ja didn't really have a great game. I mean, he was good. He didn't seem to have like a, at least watching it live, he didn't seem to have like a superstar presence. You know, he just. He wasn't really doing. Yeah, he wasn't really doing like those crazy Ja Morant things that
He
sometimes
also had the
we're
face
used to
mask on,
seeing,
so that's what I kind of thought was like he was dealing with whatever.
The most unsettling part of this all to me, that in that live, he looks like he's like really gone. And I don't want to speculate about like drug use or anything, but given his statement, it feels like there's something else at play here than just like a young kid with a ton of money making reckless decisions. I think that there's something else going on. And if that's the case, I hope he's able to get the help that he needs. Here's where Ja and the Grizzlies really need to be concerned in relation to their immediate future and potentially long-term future. Ja had the gun in Denver, meaning he most likely had it on the team plane. And the league has extremely strict rules about personal firearms in team facilities and on team planes and things like that. He could be looking at a serious suspension, like 50-plus games.
Right.
That would mean that the season is over for the Grizzlies.
We saw what happened to Gilbert Arenas.
Yeah. So they already lost. They lost Brandon Clark for the year. That hurts them. They've been missing Steven Adams. Dylan Brooks keeps getting technicals, and if they lose their best player, Ja, it's over. Their season is done.
Oh, yeah.
Pack it in. It's a wrap. They already struggled even when they were full strength. So with these injuries and Dylan Brooks apparently being unreliable, getting his 16th technical, getting a 1-game suspension, he only needs I think it's another 5, and then he gets another 2-game suspension or something like that. And now this Ja thing. Man, I love Ja. He's hard not to like, I feel, but or at least was at the start of the season, and then just progressively it's gotten worse and worse. And like the Grizzlies have become like the most disliked team in the league. And I don't know what to say about him as a whole right now, or like the whole situation really, because I want him to figure it out. I don't want him to, squander his ability and not be able to take advantage of the, God-given talent that he's been gifted. And I hope that for his sake and from a selfish standpoint, that he gets it together and he doesn't face a 50-plus game suspension kind of thing. But at this rate, I don't know. I think it's possible, and it might be likely. Bob, what do you think?
I just want to say, just when you hear someone talk about something like this to another person about this situation, it's difficult to hear people kind of beat up on Ja. And I think the Grizzlies have been the most hated team in the NBA this year.
Yeah.
This really solidifies it. And over the last couple of weeks, kind of watching Ja go down this, I'm going to use the word garbage disposal of decisions that he's been making and stuff that he's been doing and the people he's surrounded himself with. Luke Kennard isn't going to save them out of all of this. He's not going to win that series for them anymore. Right. Obviously, Brandon Clark going down is huge, but I think what's really telling is that no one over the age of 30 is on that Memphis Grizzlies team. It's so important, I think, for young developing players, especially a 23-year-old superstar like Ja Morant, to not have even just someone who you see as a peer, someone you work with, but is a little bit older, that you're willing to be like, oh, okay, yeah, don't do that. Like, he would never do that, so I would never do that, sort of thing. And I think Grizzlies like that.
League should. I agree. They do need veteran leadership, veteran presence. Do you think the league should suspend him for something crazy like 50 games or something?
I think it would be appropriate.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would disagree, except for like a diehard Grizzlies fan. But I think for everyone's health and safety, I think that's
Might be the right call.
If that's the call, okay.
Justin.
Yeah, the Ja thing I think is weird, strictly from a standpoint. You're so amazing, and you're so great. I wonder if I have a relative that said this. My relative would like let their kids kind of not party, but party a little bit at a young age. So when they went to like college, they didn't just start going, right? And Ja goes from high school, 1 year of college, to the being able to party. Like none of us could ever dream of partying.
Yeah.
So I wondered if sheltered life kind of led to then that, and then you get the explosion of party, and so you don't know how to handle certain substances or drinking or partying in general, right?
Yeah.
So I think that is kind of maybe a little bit at play here because we've all seen the jokes about you're a gangster, your real name's Demetrius stuff. Like,
Yeah.
So I think that might be at play. What I do think will come out in the investigation, we'll have to see, like Ja's entourage doesn't fly on the team plane,
Right.
and so I wonder if that's where Gunn came instead of saying, "Oh, Gunn was on team plane."
It's possible. Yeah.
So and obviously in any situation, the NBA is going to be like, "Yeah, okay," but we'll see.
Well, it's like Carmelo said. He was talking about David Stern in his early seasons. He said, "I know who you were with. I know what they're doing. I know what their people are doing. I know what your people's people are around. I know where they go. I know where you go, who you talk to, all this and that. And it's not different. It's probably more advanced now.
Oh, yeah.
The NBA has off-duty police officers. They have ties to organizations that keep tabs on their highest asset, which is they got the feds in their pocket, which can keep tabs on
Everybody.
the biggest asset that they have, which are the players. Trey.
What I see with Ja is a kid that's immature, that he's still growing. He's going through these mistakes that unfortunately is seen by the public eye and by people that look up to him. So yes, he should be suspended. You can't be rolling. I mean, I've heard 3 different stories of Ja. His friends pointing guns at people after the game.
Pacers thing, yeah.
So he's being influenced by people. I don't know if he's being extorted. I don't want to go that far, but he's a young kid with millions of dollars with people that his friends, family that
Do not have his best
that
interest.
They see what they can get out of him, and he doesn't need to be the one flashing a gun, rolling around with it. We know you got millions of dollars. We know you walk around with the diamonds and all that. You have security for that, and you don't. That nobody needs to know that they have a gun or any of that, whatever. But yeah, what we're seeing is a young kid that has all this fame and has this image that he wants to live up to. Because I didn't see Ja as being a gangster or any of that before he came into the league.
Right.
And we're seeing all these stories that are portraying him to be a gangster. So he has to pick and choose. I saw Jalen Rose say that he was there once before.
Yeah.
He was Ja Morant. He made these mistakes, and he thinks that I see Ja Morant bouncing back from this because I think he will have a punishment.
I think so. Yeah, I think he's
It's gonna
definitely the league is definitely going to do something about this. And
he's not playing again this season.
you don't think so?
That's not a hot take.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's not, but I hadn't thought of it yet. Like,
There's no way as the NBA could be like, oh yeah, I'll play again. Like at least for this season, I don't know how long the suspension's going to be, but the rest of the season's only 20 games.
It's not good for the league, but they have to.
It's
send
better
a
for the league in the
message.
long run.
Well,
have to send a
let's say they
message.
get to the bottom of this this investigation and it comes to light, like you said, that he didn't have the gun on the plane.
He plays again.
Well, I think then it's more so about is he capable? Like, is he ready? Can he? Like from his own standpoint, like he said in his statement, he's going to seek getting the help that he needs. I hope he figures it out, man. He's such a great player, and like you mentioned, Trey, he's such a high influence on kids that look up to him, and like
We picked him winning the MVP.
yeah,
He needs to stay away from the nightclubs. He needs to stay away from the partying. He needs to be in the gym.
yeah.
That's
And
where he needs to be
I
at.
wonder if this kind of thing, I wonder how much of this is like the Grizzlies allowing this culture to seep into the team. I mean, I want to be careful with the word culture, but you know what I'm saying, like those outside sources and influences kind of bleeding into their star players' everyday life. I don't think this happens in San Antonio.
No.
Miami.
Well,
I
they were
don't
known.
think- I
They
don't
were
think
kind of
Miami
known
was
as the bad guys too, like in the playoffs and
Right,
all that. They were.
yeah.
They kind of got that image. So that culture.
And there's one thing about being the bad guys on court and then like actually potentially being bad dudes off the court, you know,
Right.
like so. But yeah, I think we can all agree for Ja's sake and as well from a fan standpoint that he
sometimes you
gets it
learn
figured
from
out.
messing up. So they have to. They can't just be a slap on the hand. It has to be.
It's got to be some serious.
some type of suspension. Yeah.
All right. 100 points to you guys. Good job. On to question 2 now. Who is Shannon Sharp talking about in this clip?
Hold on. Did y'all forget I'm a top 75 player too? That I'm an MVP?
Yep.
And he was sensational. He made big shot after big shot, big three, big floater, and ones. He was sensational.
That's what they called me in high school, Big Floater. Who is Shannon Sharp talking about in that one?
Oh man.
Oh shoot,
He
top
threw me-
75 player.
He threw me. Was he saying he was a top 75? Like Shannon Sharp?
Yeah.
No.
I was like, wait, that's what threw me off. I was like, wait, we're talking basketball here. right?
Man.
Damian Lillard he was the first one that came to mind right there. He's had really great games lately. He's averaging almost like 40 points or at least over the last like 10 or so. That one, first person I thought it was Dame.
Dame, I like it.
I like Dame.
Be honest with you.
The only other big game I saw was Emmanuel Quickly's 38. So
He's not NBA
Not it.
top 75.
not top
Honestly,
75.
should have been. You
Dame
know, hot
Lillard-
take.
Dame Lillard. Let's do it.
Dame Lillard.
Hold on.
Sorry, I just want to hear that again.
Yes.
Let's
Hold
see.
on.
You said Emmanuel quickly, and I said,
Hold on.
Clip it.
let's
Clip
see. It's consider it clipped. Let's see.
James Harden. Remember that night. I'm still James Harden. Hold on.
No. He's talking about James Harden.
Yeah.
James Harden and the Philadelphia 76ers snapped the Milwaukee Bucks 16-game win streak on Saturday night, coming back from a 20-point loss, which some might have considered over.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you mean.
Little context there. We were watching this game, and Kyle, our resident Bucks fan, was sitting with his back to the screen and said, "What's the deal with the game?" And Justin was like, "Oh, it's over. They're up by 20." It was like late in the third quarter.
1 minute left in the third.
They came back. The Sixers came back to win. Despite the loss, though, the Bucks still sit in the number 1 spot in the East and look like a force to come playoff time. After the Sixers sank. Oh, sorry. After the Sixers sank the Stag Squad, who wins a 7-game series?
Love it.
Wasn't my best.
No, still good though. I think it's the Sixers. Yeah, I think the Sixers win this in a 7-game series.
Wow.
I know that's crazy, right?
Golly,
What I
that's
saw,
crazy.
what I saw from that Sixers team and the whole game itself, like I don't have a lot of faith in the Bucks. I'm sorry, Kyle. I love you, but I hate Chris Middleton. I don't think he's good.
Oh yeah, you were on the Middleton hate train.
God, I hate Chris.
You
He's
almost
not
got
good.
ejected from the
I know,
car.
almost got ejecto seat cuz from the car.
See ya.
But dude, Joel Embiid and Giannis can't move JoJo in the paint. Giannis likes to operate in that area. JoJo will not move from that spot.
Mm-hmm.
He will stay there. And we watched Giannis try to body JoJo. It was he failed. He did not do that, what he set out to do. So if that's going to be the way that the Bucks facilitate that offense and they want to try to do that against the Sixers, I don't think it's going to work out for them. And I think the Sixers in 7 games could win.
Reptile.
Heard. I still got the Bucks. I got, the reigning best player in the world. I got a deep team. They play team defense, the other way. They have the best, in my opinion, the best defender in Giannis as well in the league. So for me, I don't understand. Like, I get that the 76ers are scary, but having faith in the 76ers to win a playoff series.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Different story.
So yeah, I mean, James Harden and Joel Embiid. I wouldn't say Joel Embiid's come up small in the playoffs, but he just doesn't get it done sometimes.
Yeah, he hasn't had as much help as a lot of
Exactly.
stars
James
need.
Harden's had a lot of help and hasn't
Didn't.
gotten it done. So we'll see how it kind of goes, but I still got my money in the Bucks.
How many games do you think?
6.
Heard, Trey?
6 games. Right now, I got the Bucks winning it in a 7-game series. I'd say they'd win it in 4 games.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Sweep?
Yep. I
Hold
think.
on, the Bucks and
Oh,
4.
wait, no, that's a little crazy. Yeah. That is
That's
a little
okay.
crazy.
Trace had a couple takes.
Let me
there.
do the math here. Yeah, six games sounds about right.
Okay.
Now, as it's sitting right now with Tobias out and the way
yeah.
that the depth chart lines up, it could, because I mean the Bucks, Giannis is too much, and what you said with Joel, I think Brook Lopez can definitely defend Joel Embiid. I mean, he's third in blocks. I see him defending a lot. I could see him. I could see him locking down Joel Embiid. So I have the Bucks winning it, and I'll give it 6 games.
All right.
Oh, I didn't make my. It's in 7. That was mine.
Sixers in 7.
Yeah.
That was a tongue twister.
Definitely a close series. For sure.
Yeah, I go Bucks as well, and I go Bucks in 7. So here's the deal: if that is the Harden that we're gonna get, that's a very tough matchup for any team in the league. 38, 9, and 10 with 5 threes and only 2 turnovers is the impressive thing from that game. I mean, that's impressive by any metric. I hope we see it. I hope that somehow the playoffs shake out, that we get Bucks Sixers and Bucks Celtics.
Yeah.
Because let me say this: I think, is James Harden the 3rd best player in that series?
No,
Who is?
Drew Holiday.
I was going to say the same thing. I would say at his peak, give me Harden. When he's playing like this, give me Harden.
Yeah.
But the problem is he's too inconsistent, and Holiday gives you the same thing every night. He never goes down. He might go up, but he might have a better performance, but he never has like a really bad game where it's like, oh, he lost us the game. Where Harden can have those games. So yeah, I go Bucks in 7, and it looks like they're holding on to that number 1 seed. So all we need to do is have the Sixers slip a little bit. It could happen, baby.
Could happen.
All right. So thank you for those 100 points. We are tied now, 100 each. Number 3, who is Skip Bayless talking about in this clip?
And he is setting records this season for mid-range jump shooting. That's impossibly great. He's making like 60% of his mid-range jump shots. He scores 37 on 17 shots. It's impossible. He has the lowest ego of any superstar I've ever seen.
Who Skip Bayless talking about in that one?
Setting records.
Setting records.
For field goal percentage in the mid-range, I want to say it's Jokic.
Also went to Jokic.
Also went to Kevin Durant a little bit, because
And-
Kevin Durant
Well,
did have a 37-point game.
He's not
Kevin
as
Durant,
humble.
Yeah, but he is the best mid-range shooter,
Yeah,
I'd say, ever.
sure. Yes, but I do like Kevin Durant because he just came back for the Suns, so his return was going to be highly publicized. They're going to talk about it a lot, and he did have the 37-point game. And I don't know that Jokic had a 37-point game recently. Obviously, he's triple-double machine, but he is more known for 25, 10 and 10, 27, 10 and 10, not the 30 plus. But on 15 shots, that's a Jokic thing.
Can we hear it one more time?
Yes.
You may hear it one more time.
And he is setting records this season for mid-range jump shooting. That's impossibly great. He's making like 60% of his mid-range jump shots. He scores 37 on 17 shots. It's impossible. He has the lowest ego of any superstar I've ever seen.
That's where I'm because
Oh,
he's
man.
I'm Kevin freaking Durant.
It's got to be Kawhi. Initially I thought Kawhi.
You know what?
Because the best mid-range shooters of all time are, in no particular order, we've got Kawhi, Larry Bird, Kevin Durant, DeMar DeRozan, Chris Paul, those guys. Honestly.
Yeah,
Pretty
that
solid
could-
5 there.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Thank
you know
you.
what?
I just-
And you know who Skip Bayless loves? The Clippers and Kawhi, because he hates LeBron. Kawhi Leonard it is.
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi?
Math checks out.
All
Yeah, we're
right.
gonna hate ourselves in a second.
Let's see.
No, it's not.
So all of a sudden I look up and Kevin Durant is leading the NBA in free throw shooting at 7 feet tall. It's just impossibly great.
No, it was Kevin Durant. Yeah. The Phoenix Suns are 3-0 since Kevin Durant's debut with the club, including a 130-126 win over the Dallas Mavericks yesterday. After seeing the team play together for just a small sample size, have your opinions changed on the Suns' title hopes?
Did I have an opportunity last week to say something about how the sun also rises in the West? Because I definitely said it set in the West. Apparently it's rising again. So whoopsies, missed that one. Kevin Durant is incredible. We all know it. Chris Paul, yes, gets his flowers. He's third option, we said, Michael, right, on the team?
Oh, I forget what we were talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Third best.
So
option
you
on
were,
the
you were
Suns
saying
team?
that you
Oh,
were
yeah, I
saying
think
that
he's the third best player on the Suns. Yeah.
So, and then you add in DeAndre Ayton and what depth they have. I think they can take a series. I don't think they're going to go all the way, though. I think it really does come down to depth. So
You say that they're not going to win a title, or
they're not going to win a title this year. No,
You don't think they have that good a depth?
not this year.
No.
And even that comes down to chemistry.
your boy Ish Wainwright the other night went, what was it, 3 of 5 from 3?
Yeah, Ish Wainwright and another KC guy. what's his name? If I could think of it.
Yeah, when you figured it out.
Landry Shamet. The guy,
Yes.
your boy, Bob.
Justin?
I think that they are going to be fun to watch. I think that's going to be great. I think we just saw them play the Dallas Mavericks, who they obviously have a storied history with for the last year pretty much, and whatever. And you get the Luka Devin Booker moment. You also get a KD Kyrie moment ish a little bit. But to me, that's a very close game, and the Mavericks are supposed to not have the rest of the rest of anything. And it just took those two guys being those two guys. And we kind of see that Luka might have the number for that team anyway. I think Luka's better than Kevin Durant right now. I think Kyrie's better than Devin Booker right now. So the best two, the team with the two best players, I guess 2 and 3 best players, 2 out of 3, whatever. But I don't think they can win a title because the rest of the West is kind of wonky right now. So like they'd have to play Golden State. Maybe they win that series. Maybe they don't win that series. So then I also don't think that they could, like the Mavericks give them a hard series and somebody else gives them another hard series. I don't think they have that kind of toughness in them. I think we've seen that. We've seen Devin Booker not be tough. We've seen Chris Paul get hurt most of his career. We've seen Kevin Durant get hurt way more often. So I don't think it's that way. I also don't think it happened.
Okay, sure.
My opinion hasn't changed, especially since I said the 76ers were my beginning of the year favorite, but so it's changed a little bit. But since Kevin Durant has came, it came to the Suns. How do you go against these guys? I mean, you got Booker, Durant, Ayton, CP3. You got Okogie on the defensive side. I'm with the Suns. They're gonna win it.
You think they win the title?
I think they win.
Do you think they can beat the Celtics or the Bucks?
I think it'll go 7 games with the Celtics. I think it'd go 7 games with the Celtics. I'm gonna call Suns Celtics. I think they take it in 7.
I'll take the Celtics over the Suns because we saw what Tatum could do to KD last year. I think it might be a little different in the finals. Maybe he's maybe KD's a little bit more locked in with this Suns team with a better roster. But so look, after seeing this last week of games, I don't know how they can't be your Western favorites. I mean, he's playing on that same level, like high level as he always has. But when he's on a team with other offensive threats, he's able to not take 30 shots a game and score 37 on 17 shots. And that means that he can go be a maniac on the defensive side of the ball. He had 3 clutch defensive possessions yesterday, which ended up sealing the win for them. Booker also had 36, 5, and 10. Like they're clicking, and it's their 3rd game together. I think it'd be foolish to think that they won't make this work somehow, given the offensive genius that is Chris Paul and the offensive firepower that KD and Booker have. Just look out. I'm not saying they're a lock to win the West, but I think you have to consider them. I think at absolute lowest, the 3rd favorite in the West, and that would be Denver, Suns, and then personally, I still put the Warriors in the mix. But after that, like
Clippers?
No, especially not after this Westbrook trade. They got their first win last night. The way they did, nah.
Coming 20 back,
Yeah.
You think this helps the DeAndre Ayton situation?
Yeah, I think because the efficiency that Booker and KD can provide, there's still going to be plenty of offensive rebound opportunities. There's still going to be plenty of post-up opportunities when those guys are kind of pick and roll, the lob. Oh my gosh! And I mean, and this is the thing. They won that game last night. Josh Okogie goes 0 of 8 for 3. Ish Wainwright goes 3 of 5. Like, if you have 2 wings like that, Kevin Durant and Chris Booker with or Devin Booker with Chris Paul running the show, there's always going to be an open shooter. I mean, a wide open shooter. So if he doesn't go 0 of 8, 3 of 8 even, like it's a different game. We're kind of looking at it a little differently.
That doesn't scare you at all?
What?
That the Mavericks with just 2 guys in most of our minds?
Well, I don't think it's just 2 guys. They got 21 from Tim Hardaway, 17 from Christian Wood, 10 from Reggie Bullock. Like, it's not like it was just them. Like,
I feel like those are their regular numbers. Like Hardaway can put up 15 to 20.
And with
pretty
CP3
consistently.
controlling the ship or running the show, like this is a better team than the Clippers, in my opinion.
The Suns? Absolutely.
This Suns team, and everyone's like, they should have won a title. The Clippers are like, that team should have won a title. This is CP3's chance to get that title.
No, I think the Suns are.
I just hope they're never up 3-1.
Who, the Suns?
Yeah.
What history do the Suns have of choking up?
No, Chris Paul does.
One time?
Twice.
When? Oh,
Houston.
last year.
Then
And last year.
KD and Russ did that too, didn't they?
Yeah, Katie and
Yes.
Russ. Yeah.
they did.
Katie and Russ
Yeah.
did that. That's ancient history, though, at this point. All right, so 200 points for me,
Yep.
100 points for you. On to question 4, our final question. Who is speaking in this clip? And who is this person talking about?
But he just knows his game. I think he's a player that just knows who he is on that court. You put a small guy on him, he punishes him. You know, somebody his size, he uses his smarts and wits. It's just it's a tough matchup, and it's one that we failed to figure out so far.
Who? Speaking of that one, who's that person talking about?
Small guy.
Put a small guy in him, he punishes him. Smart player. So you got to be a big guy.
Who's
Maybe.
smarter?
Mm-hmm. I would probably lean towards a Jokic.
A small guy? That's
No,
a
like
smaller big.
if you put a
Putting
No,
a
no, no.
smaller defender on him.
if you put a small defender on Jokic, he in this instance, if it is Jokic, he punishes them. If you put a bigger guy on him, he does good enough passing to throw it out or something like that. My bigger thing is who's talking. I don't know who that is.
Someone who's playing against Jokic, whether consistently or I would say a Western Conference opponent
Man, I don't know if it's Jokic
or coach.
That's true. It could
Well,
not be. Who do you think?
That's the kicker.
Oh, can I hear it again?
Okay.
But he just knows his game. I think he's a player that just knows who he is on that court. You put a small guy on him, he punishes him. You know, somebody his size, he uses his smarts and wits. It's just it's a tough matchup, and it's one that we failed to figure out so far.
Yeah, I go back. I think it is Jokic. Although talking, man,
Is it
Talking
Triple J talking about Jokic since they just played?
I don't think
I
so.
don't know that we go back to the Grizzlies.
No.
I don't think we do
I think it's
that.
a head coach. It sounds
You
like
think-
we
it's
have
definitely a
we
player.
have yet to figure it out,
Mm-hmm.
sort of thing. So
Yeah.
what Western Conference opponent plays? You know,
My person I think's talking is Paul George. The reason why I say that is because I know that he was just on Old Man in the Theory. I was
Okay.
listening to that. I don't know for sure if that's. I mean, they play Jokic. They're in the Western Conference.
Yeah.
It could be Jokic, but I don't want to throw you guys off. If you have another player that you guys have in mind.
Definitely didn't.
Um,
I like Paul George. That sounds
But-
Paul Georgie,
I just,
you know? Paulson Georgeson talking about Jokic.
in the interest of
Yeah.
I guess, yeah,
I don't know.
I don't have another.
I don't.
Yeah.
Well, who do you think?
like Chauncey Billups or someone like a
Okay,
head
Chauncey
coach or
Billups,
someone
okay.
like that. Like just being like we have no idea what to do against him. Essentially being like we've tried, but we have yet to. But it sounds like a younger dude, so it doesn't sound like Chauncey.
Yeah.
I think Paul George may be talking about Kawhi because he
Mm-mm.
no.
Figure out against him. So I got to figure it
yeah.
out against that player. So,
Let's go.
Yeah.
We can go Jokic.
Jokic PG?
You guys, yeah. I don't know.
PG Jokic.
You know what? I'm going to go yes because if he's on the Old Man in the 3, JJ's had that whole situation about the stat padding
Oh,
with Kendrick Perkins. So, yeah.
What?
Run it. Paul George talking about Jokic.
Let's see.
What do you see with Jokic? What is
Oh.
about him that is so special?
And
Paul George.
No way!
Let's go.
Trey.
Let's go.
you
Hey.
saved our ass, dude.
Woo!
Thank you.
well done. We finished that game 300 to 200. Paul George and the Los Angeles Clippers got their
Teamwork.
first win since the trade deadline yesterday, beating a Jawless, Brooksless, Clarksless, Adamsless Grizzlies team by coming back down from a 16-point deficit in the fourth quarter, taking a look at the Western Conference play-in. Who makes it? Who doesn't? And can any of these teams make a run to the finals?
Who makes the play-in? Well, right now, as it stands, the Pelicans are falling to me, and the Jazz are kind of falling to me. I think the Trailblazers and the Lakers do sneak into the play-in.
Ooh.
Just because I think Dame's going to drag that team up a couple more spots. Because really, the Trailblazers are a half a game out of 10th. The Lakers are another half a game out of 9th. So, like, that can happen. Then you get a really fun play-in. If you're talking how it stands right now with what I would say would be the Mavericks, the Clippers, the Lakers, and the Trailblazers.
That'd be fun.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Now, who makes it? If it's those 4 teams, then it's the Mavericks and the Clippers. I don't think the Lakers can win the one game. I think they'll beat the Trailblazers, but I don't think they could beat either the Mavericks or the Clippers.
Okay, Bob.
Yeah. I hear ya.
There it is.
Kidding. Yeah, I think the Clippers have a chance. Obviously, to make the play-in, it's very interesting. Mavs are fine. Pelicans obviously are falling. Jazz are falling. I think the Lakers could. The only one they would take off would be the Clippers. So, or no, not the Clippers. Sorry, but Lakers would move in, Jazz would move out, keep Pelicans. Maybe see a Pelicans Suns first round, which would be heavenly. Just some real grit and
Grind
the crap out of each other.
Trey.
So the question is, who's going to make it?
Yeah, who makes it? Who doesn't? Can any of these teams make a finals run?
Ooh. Clippers, I definitely see making it. I see the Jazz falling out. See the Thunder making it, and I see the Lakers.
they
I honestly see the Jazz and the Pelicans falling out.
Okay.
Yep.
And then I see the Lakers, Thunder, Clippers, and then Portland jumping up. So
Yeah, I think no one mentioned Trailblazers yet, but
what?
Hey,
yeah,
Trailblazers.
Justin said.
Oh, you did? Oh, sorry.
Blazers
Oh,
for-
my bad. I was
3
actually
minutes.
I was looking up something else.
And the reason why I say Utah's going to fall out because they play terrible on the road.
Yeah.
They're on a 3-game losing streak.
Yeah.
Clippers definitely, I feel, death-wise. I mean, that signing of Russ, I know a lot of people aren't happy with it, but if Russ comes out and comes back to his old self, like, the Clippers are going to be very scary.
Mm-hmm. So the only team in the West from the 6th seed down with a winning record in their last 10 games is the Los Angeles Lakers. So I have them making it, of course, and I have the Jazz falling out as well. But no, I don't think there's any teams that'll go to the finals out of that bunch.
No.
The Clippers, I guess, maybe would be the closest to it.
That's what I'm going with.
I don't think that's going to happen. I just said that I think it's between the Nuggets, the Warriors, and the Suns for the finals. So I think the play-in is going to kind of be moot. It's going to be a let's see who can make it in and then get eliminated in the first round. Although somebody's going to have to play the Clippers or the Grizzlies, and they might be playing them without Ja, so that could shake things
The Grizzlies
up.
or the Kings?
Grizzlies or the Kings, yeah, the Kings might get the number 2 seed. It really looks like they're poised to do so.
So if Ja doesn't come back, what is that? How would that?
Oh, they gonna fall, brother. They gonna fall down there.
They can realistically, I think, only fall like 2 spots.
Yeah, but
I
still,
don't know if they're going to lose another 5. You know what I mean? Drop 5 more games.
Sure.
They've lost 2.
So like, but if they go down to the 4, then
Yeah.
the Warriors get to play the Grizzlies in the first round. All that,
Yeah.
Great.
That's an easy walk to the second round.
Yeah, no Ja. That thing is over. All right, that means
It's time for Bob's Buckets.
Buckets. On this edition of Buckets,
what was it?
Reptiles, I want to give a huge shout out to the entire city of Denver, Colorado. Absolutely had a blast with the boys over the weekend. Went to the Nuggets game. What up, Ja? Saw Ja before everything happened.
Yeah, saw his last game of the year.
Saw his last game of the year. But we were around that area, and I just want to give a couple shout outs to the places we were at where we went. The Celtic Market was really fun before. Really cool pub style joint. A lot of fun. Or establishment, I guess I should use instead. It was funny because while we were waiting in line, some guys had full blown road rage right in front of us.
Yeah.
Are you not going to let me in? Fuck no. Went a little bit further to make sure. I left my phone in Kyle's car
Oh my
when
gosh.
we got to the airport in Denver, and Kyle caught it last second before he pulled away. It's
He was
oh my
still in the
God.
airport
Yes.
circle.
Not only did I leave that, I left my rolling bag on the train when we walked out.
Oh yeah.
3
man.
steps out, I was like, I'm missing something.
And your jacket on the plane, right?
And my jacket on the plane, so I forgot a lot of stuff.
We were able to find it all though. Luckily.
Yeah, thankfully. We also went K1 racing, that fast racing.
Yeah.
Michael.
Go-karting.
Killer idea, man.
So fun.
We did 3 races each. Kyle swept the series. Man, that guy's fast.
He's a fast guy.
He's fast.
Mercedes, his line.
It's straight up. We also went to In-N-Out. Very good burgers. First In-N-Out experience. Deloitte.
I thought it was the first burger experience.
Oh, you're right. Sorry. That was my first burger I've ever had in my entire life. We also went to Urban Putt. Cool little spot.
Yeah, that was cool.
That was a lot of fun. And then finally, shout out to Movement Rock climbing and
Yeah.
all that stuff. That was
Yeah.
a ton of fun.
It was a great trip. Yeah, Denver's a lot of fun. We had some good, had some good laughs and some good moments on that trip. It was a good time. The game was fun.
Yeah.
Game
Oh
was
my God.
fun.
The game was awesome.
Game was fantastic. We had some pretty good seats. Got a pretty good view of the Jamal Murray does Dylan Brooks little exchange that they had there. That was good. Like we said, got to see Ja's last regular season game of 2023.
And Brandon Clark's.
And another Jokic triple double.
Yeah, and another Jokic triple double. And it was funny, they were this was a Grizzlies all the way for most of the for the first 3 quarters, and then the Nuggets kind of caught up and then just beat them crazy in the fourth. So it was a good game overall. It was entertaining nonetheless. That Jamal Murray step back. MPJ had a couple good plays. Yeah, your boy. Trey. What did he had? 25. I think he said.
Jeff Green even had a good game.
Jeff Green was going off.
It was awesome.
It was a good game to be at. It was a good Nuggets game. If you get the chance to go to Ball Arena, go. All right, we're gonna do a segment that we've done before, where we're gonna bring it on back with Pick or Roll.
Pick or roll. Pick or roll. Pick or roll. Pick, roll, pick, roll, pick, roll, pick.
Whoa.
That's right, it's Pick or Roll, a special Pick or Roll today.
Oh, no.
If you're unfamiliar with this segment, I will give the guys 2 freezing cold, typically outrageous takes. They must then pick one and argue their side. I will decide on the winning argument and award 50 points to the winner. I decided to spice things up today with this Pick or Roll edition by generating all of these Pick or Rolls entirely with the AI service ChatGPT. So this is Pick or Roll AI edition. All of the following prompts were generated by AI. The only thing that I specified was more context, but I gave the rules of the game and asked for prompts, and it gave me all of these. So we'll have you'll each get one matchup against the other person. So we'll do 3 rounds. Number 1, this first one is for Bob and Trey.
Alrighty,
Bring it.
let's go.
Let me find this. What am I looking for here? Where are you? Where are you, sound? There it is. Oh. All right. If Adam Silver were to accept the job as Disney CEO, the NBA would need a replacement. Who would make for a better replacement for Adam Silver as NBA commissioner? Actor Michael B. Jordan or hip-hop legend Lil Wayne?
Who goes first?
Think of a number between 1 and 1,000.
500.
520.
It was 600. So Trey, you get to choose first.
All right, Lil Wayne would be the best replacement for that because
Go on.
Lil Wayne is the GOAT.
Yeah.
And, I mean, why wouldn't you want Lil Wayne running your show? This guy is a character like Disney characters. Who's he going against? Michael B. Jordan? Like, who wants that guy running the show? Like, to leave him for the moot. Well, I guess Disney's.
Nah, he's
movies.
corny.
Yeah, he's corny. He's calling people out for making fun of him when he was
Corny.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait.
You gotta take Michael B.
You
Jordan.
get Michael B. Jordan.
I know, but what do you mean when he's corny? Michael B. Jordan being corny.
There's a whole story about a lady that called him corny.
He called him out on the red carpet.
Yep.
Hilarious. No, it would be Michael B. Jordan. It's not even close. And this is why. Michael B. Jordan, the 2015 National Society of Film Critics Best Actor. You don't just win the Film Critics Best Actor. Yeah. The dude is legit, okay? Yeah. Like, Michael B. Jordan would be so good at this role. Not only would he be instantly recognizable internationally, just people seeing like, oh, the new NBA commissioner is Michael Jordan? Awesome. They wouldn't even see the B. Internationally,
Oh my God.
internationally, NBA would take off, and he would be the right man for the job.
All right.
Oh, you got that one.
I am going to give
Yeah,
this
I was saying,
one to
Michael got that
Bob.
one.
Yeah,
Bob
I think Bob gets the argument on that one. 50 points to you, sir.
He does. I do still think Lil Wayne would be the better option.
I
but-
do.
I do
that as
think
well.
so,
Yeah.
but just
I
based
dropped
off,
the ball on that one.
just based off of actors or based off of arguments. Yeah.
Presentation.
All right, 50 points to you, Bob. Good job.
What if I had just a PowerPoint next time for this?
As you see right here.
All right, this one is for Trey and Justin.
All right.
Think of a number between 1 and 50.
25.
22.
It was 19.
Alrighty.
So 22. Justin gets you to choose first. Here we go. With league expansion on the horizon, there may soon be a need for some fresh talent in the NBA.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Which team is more likely to be introduced? A team of senior citizens or a team of toddlers? And which team would be more successful?
I'm going to go with the team of senior citizens.
Oh.
It would be the league office's team of veterans. It would be all old players that are ancient.
No.
We're talking 81-year-old Bob Cousy.
No,
No?
it's not them. It's random people from a retirement home.
I'm I'm still going with the old people. Well, both teams are going to wear diapers. One of them is going to have a lot of more physical therapy and at least can walk on their own because toddlers on all fours, they can't even dribble the basketball.
Toddler specification under 3 years old. So as long as they're 3, still a toddler.
Okay, heard.
So 3.
Trey?
Over 3 or under 3?
Under 3 years old.
Okay, well, the reason why
over 3-year-old toddlers.
Are we all technically toddlers?
Toddlers against
senior citizens.
Okay.
You got to argue. Tell me why the league would add a team of toddlers and why they would be more successful than a team of senior citizens in the NBA.
Well, a team of toddlers would just be running around. I mean, it's entertainment here. So we're talking kids, crying, peeing, pooping everywhere.
Oh, that's it.
I mean, they may not be potty trained. They want to see a show. They don't want to see old people sitting on their laurels, not doing stuff.
That's a good idea, man.
Definitely the kids, toddlers.
Yeah.
They're gonna win.
I already gave my argument. Otherwise, I would say another thing, but it's fine.
What?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's
Child labor laws.
It goes the other way too. Like
old people
Yeah.
labor laws. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna give this one a trade because I think that you made a good point there with the peeing and the pooping. They're dropping landmines.
Yeah.
Old people peeing and pooping.
Yeah, but also I feel like the toddlers would be harder to catch.
That's fair. We can be sponsored by Depends,
They'd
but
be
whatever.
running through they're like running under DeAndre Jordan's legs as he's trying to like stop him. And they're flipping it
Too
up.
quick for you. You guys got.
Yeah, toddlers are winning that all day. It takes one, slick part on the floor to take out that whole team of senior citizens.
How you gonna dribble with the walker, dude? Come on.
That's a fair point.
But also, your team, my team is sponsored by Depends, yours by pull-ups. That's a great actual thing. I'm on your team now.
Yeah.
I'm on your team.
the Portland pull-ups.
Yep.
All right.
Uh-huh.
Last one is for Bob and Justin. Think of a number between 1 and 7.
4.
6.
2.
Damn.
All right. Bob, you get to pick first.
Okay.
Some say the NBA is in need of some rule changes to keep things fresh. Which of these rule changes is more likely? All players must play with blindfolds? Again, this is AI generated. Or they must play the entire game carrying a live chicken with them at all times.
You said what would be more entertaining?
What's more likely?
More likely to happen?
Yeah.
Oh, man. This is easy. So this is obviously the blindfold. All players will be required to wear a blindfold in association and accordance to new laws eventually that our eyes will be replaced with actually computers. So
Oh, wow.
they will be the last people on Earth that literally just don't have the computer robot eyes. So of course they're blind. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, they're going to be the only actual humans left on this Earth one day.
Okay. Weird.
That answer was AI generated.
Justin.
So I would say that I believe, obviously, the chickens. And here's why. Because they would be the first people to have robotic eyes. They're some of the richest people in the world.
Right.
But I will say live chickens strictly from this point. We will run a campaign that will be for Chick-fil-A. Big sponsor. We're going to eat more chicken. And to do that, we're going to have them in the game. And the game-winning player gets to pluck their chicken mid-court. That's what it is.
It's like,
So you don't think that the chickens would like
Nope.
the chickens the players and their chickens would like gain a relationship and like have a personality on court like Paul George and Plucky?
yeah.
Plucky. That's what I just pluck them. Yeah.
Ugh.
I thought you had this one in the bag. I'm
I didn't.
disappointed. I thought you could do much better with the chicken thing. They could be superstars, chicken superstars. What are you talking about?
Chicken
you don't wanna
NBA All-Star.
You don't want to kill them on court. What? All right, Bob, I'm giving that up. Yep.
Yay.
Bob got it.
All right, 100 points to Bob then for that game. Good job. A little quick pick or roll AI edition. We are going to be having some more fun with the AI thing soon because I've been messing around with it for segments for the show. And we got some good stuff coming to you, so look forward to that. All right, but for now, it is Trade Fact.
Alrighty, guys. So right now, Portland has 3 players that are averaging 20 or more points this season. Damian Lillard is averaging 32.5. Anthony Simmons is averaging 21.1, and Jeremy Grant is averaging 20.7. The Blazers have never had a season in which 3 players were averaging 20 plus points ever.
Wow.
So, I mean, they've had Dame, CJ, LaMarcus Aldridge, Brandon Roy, Clyde, Bill Walton. So they've had some really good players there. Right now, the Portland Trailblazers, if I can get it off my tongue, is sitting at 13th in the West. They're kind of in a tough spot right now.
This is their 53rd season in the league, and this is the first time they've ever had 3 20-point per game scorers. That's crazy.
First time. man.
Wicked.
That's
So
awesome.
with those 3 players, guys, playing like they are, do you see them pushing? Bob? Push! Do you see them pushing to making the play-in or making the playoffs?
Yes.
Well, we know Justin's take.
We kinda
know
talked
Bob's
about
take.
this. Yeah, we kinda talked
I
about
don't think
this.
they get there. They're
Yeah.
13th, brother. Woof.
Man, if only they still had Josh Hart, though.
Yeah, Josh Hart for the Knicks, 9 games in a row. So ever since they got Josh Hart, they have not lost. They beat the Celtics without Jalen Brunson last night in double overtime.
He averages
Insane.
1 less rebound than Nurkic.
Who?
the center.
Josh Hart?
Josh Hart.
Golly.
Yeah, that dude gets the boards.
Yeah.
He does.
I
get
love
the
Josh
boards.
Hart.
Good one. Good fact there, Trey. And we're on to a brand new game called Swishin and Dishin.
Swishin. Dishin. Swishin and Dishin. Swish.
Dirty.
Dirty, indubitably. All right, in this game, you will be given an NBA phrase made up of nonsensical words that sound like real words when spoken aloud. Your job is to decipher the actual phrase from the nonsensical words. You'll each take a turn, and if you get the phrase in 30 seconds, you receive the points for that round. If not, I get the points. So if you've played Mad Gab, this is kind of like that, but NBA edition. So what?
How many points?
Let's go with 100 each. No, well, because I feel like that's a lot in my favor potentially. So let's go with 50.
Okay.
50. Okay, cool. Although I didn't just get we'll go with 50. Okay. All right. Bob, 30 seconds. Is everyone clear on the rules for this game?
And I have not revealed my first one yet. So
Correct.
I will only reveal when you say.
When I say go.
Yep.
Okay.
And then
so
you'll say the word and then try to.
yeah, and I
'Cause
think
you'll read it on your screen.
You'll read
just
it, and I
read it,
think-
and then I'll try to.
I think the best thing is I won't give you any.
So
tips.
don't say it out loud.
No, you do want to
Nah,
say it
you
out loud.
do.
Yeah, because they want to. We want people to be able to listen along and
Gotcha.
scream at
Following.
in their headphones like it's this, it's this, it's this. That'd be fun. So, all right, Bob,
All right, here we go.
go.
Cow high, lion hard. Kawhi Leonard.
Oh man.
Yeah, you know I was nervous.
I
that
got
some
that
of these might
one,
be easy.
I got that. I was like, oh.
Yeah, you got it. All right. Okay. 50 points to Bob. Justin, hold on a second. Let me get my thing flipped over here. Okay, Justin, 30 seconds. Go.
Morant suspended.
More ants upended.
Morant suspended.
All right.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I get this as quick as you guys.
Yeah, I would yeah. Okay.
He doesn't want you to.
No, I do. That's fine. Okay, 30 seconds on the clock, Trey. Go.
Lil Herd Fir Tree. Lil Herd. Lillard for 30. No, Lillard for 3.
Well, we try things out around here, guys. Sometimes it doesn't always work out, but
Let's do the mad.
Hey,
let's do the Mad Libs one again. That was fun.
Hey, let's get some of these wrong, so next time he doesn't like completely demolish.
I like this game. This is a good one.
all right, let's see. Bob, number 2 for you. Let's see. Ready and go. Speak it out loud first.
Core. There's an Core Heath. Wait out down. Core Heath. Wait out down. Core Heath. Wait out down. Core Heath. Wait it down. Core Heath. Wait it. Core Heath. Wait out down.
Oh.
Justin's got it.
Wait out down. Wait out down. Core Heath. Wait it down. Corey Maggette.
No, Corey McGetty's not.
Damn it.
The correct answer is Curry way downtown. So the is in there is a little loose, but yeah. Curry's way downtown.
Can't blame. Can't. Or I guess maybe I can. I don't know who made this.
I mean, I made all these, but I realize that the TH is a little bit tricky, but it kind of has to be, or you see what happened in the first round. All right, 50 points to me. Hey, Justin, it's your turn. Ready? Begin. Speak it out loud first before you think about it.
Embiid, yay, fine, Knowles. NBA Finals. NBA Finals. Okay, I was like so thrown off by Embiid.
All right, I knew that Embiid being in there would throw you off. Darn
That was a good
it.
one. That was. I was like, oh.
All right, I need to refresh my memory on what Trey's last one here is because I Remember what it was. Okay, cool. Trey, you ready?
Yep.
30 seconds. Go. Read it first.
Dumb sulfur. A dumb sulfur. A dumb sulfur. A Adam Silver.
Son of a bitch. I mean, it's good when you guys are good at a game, but man, I wanted this one to go better. I thought it'd be so much fun.
This one is pretty fun.
Well,
fun.
I just need to come up with a better prompt. It's hard. It's hard to come up with prompts, especially when it's one of the things about Mad Gab that makes it easy is like it's just general phrases in anything, and so you're trying to think of anywhere. But when your brain's kind of tuned already to NBA stuff, it makes it a little easier, or a little harder to make the prompts. I guess I should say. Okay, well then, what do we finish that game with there, Justin?
50 for you, 50 for Bob, 100 for me and Trey.
Nice. Well done.
So
Good
you're not
for
that.
you.
It wasn't that
welcome
bad.
for the 50.
Thank you. What was the one you didn't get? Oh, Kerr Heath. Yeah. Sorry.
But you think he would have?
Yeah.
Core Heath weighed out down. I literally just like stared at that Heath and I was like, okay, there's an L missing. I was like, wait, Heath? Like Heath Ledger? And then I was like, don't go down this. Bob, focus. Don't go down this.
Go down this rabbit hole. All right, well, now that we've got some points, we're going to gamble them away. In today's edition, an exciting edition, let's hope, of Props to You.
Another exciting edition of Props to You! Woo! So we all started this month with 1,500 as we usually do. Right now, Bob and Trey are tied for first place with 1,950 points.
Facts.
Bob, you've taken SGA's under at 32.5 versus
Facts.
the Suns.
Yes.
How many points would you like to bet of your 1,950?
Well, it's pretty early. Got a lot of time to make up the points if this one doesn't go right for me. So why don't we just put it down for a big 1,000 right off the bat?
1,000, learning nothing from the end of last month. Trey!
Well,
Yes,
I'm
sir.
still
Your
champion. so-
1,950 points. You're taking Damian Lillard's under at 33.5 versus the Celtics. How many points?
Scare money don't make money.
Oh.
Put them all on it.
Okay.
Hair long.
Money long.
Points.
I am 50 points back with 1,900 points. I've got Luka Doncic over 33.5 versus the Pelicans. I am going to put 500 points on that. Michael, you are in third place, but it's only at 1,750, so obviously it's pretty close to the months for started. Kevin Durant over 26.5 versus the Thunder. How many are you betting?
I'm nervous about the over there. I think they're going to blow them out, but yeah, we'll go over 500 as well.
500 as well. So there we go. That's where it leaves us. You know what I mean? We're pretty close here. So.
Absolutely. And if you listening at home or watching at home or on the road or mobile or wherever you're at, and you want to keep track of all those game picks as well as chat with us, ask us questions, give us game ideas, hit a link in the description of this episode to join our Chalkboard group chat. It is a fun and free way to support the show. Also, be sure while you're at that link to look out for our playback.tv live streams. We can you can jump in that room and watch a game with us, and we give you commentary and reactions to the game live as it's happening. It's really a lot of fun, and all of our fans have really been seeming to enjoy that. So be sure you check that out as well. As always, be sure to like, subscribe, rate 5 stars, share with friends, and follow us at @Yay_basketball on TikTok, Twitter, and Instagram.
Add me on the ground.
And just a reminder, we are recording live from the Yay Studio,
Do it live! I'll write it and we'll do it live!
which means we do not edit. We record, we post. Bob, what you got for the people?
Not only do we edit, record, and post live, we also,
Well, feed
we feed
the geese.
geese.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Feed them.
Justin.
I mean, it's Wizards watch time.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know what to tell you.
They're
We
hanging
are
in
on
there.
a 2-game losing streak. We are 5-5 in our last 10. But the good news, guys, is we are a half game up in the play-in. So
Game and
we
a half.
are. Yeah.
You have a game and a half separated.
we're only 2 out of 8th. You know, the Hawks aren't great. The Raptors aren't great. So, we're making it. We're going to be there. And we're going to be somebody. Now, we're going to lose to the Bucks. But everyone's going to lose to the Bucks potentially. So that's no shame in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're going to make it through the play-in.
Yeah, they will.
Okay. Trey.
So, guys, it's National Oreo Cookie Day. So I need you guys to tell a friend to go like,
Sorry, that was Ja.
follow, subscribe to Yay_basketball. Get you guys some Oreo cookies, nice glass of milk, and enjoy the episode.
Are you a dunker? Are you a Oreo dunker, or are you a biter drinker?
Dunker
Dunker or
kinda,
drinker?
It just kind of feels, just kind of Depends on my
Don't
mood,
think about
man.
it. Just say it.
Yeah.
Dunker or drinker?
Dunker.
Dunker or drinker?
Fork and dunk.
Fork and dunk. That's a
Fork
smart.
and dunk's the
Yeah,
way.
you put the fork through the
Get the whole dunk instead of having to get your fingers
Yup.
all wet.
Yup.
You only get
Okay,
some
so
dunk.
is that a TikTok thing?
You just
No, I just always do that.
splash it and you just leave it in until the end and then you eat it.
Oh, smart.
Oof,
Because I tried that like
you get
neck.
one Oreo per glass of milk out here.
So I used that like neck pillow trick or whatever. You showed me you like flip it around and
Yeah.
you snap it in the back. Did not work at all. No, just
I thought you said you
I,
wanted this for your
I
Oreos.
just stuck to what I knew, man, and it worked out
fine.
well. So,
Okay, all right.
Yeah, you got to do the fork dunk though.
all right, I'll look into it.
Oreos. Thank you so much for listening, everybody. We do appreciate it. Yeah, good week in the league. Got a couple more good weeks coming.
Great.
So,
We got a feast for geese coming.
love you guys. Gay basketball.